And now, please welcome UiPath partner from EY, Managing Director Jimmy Marquis, and EY customer from Eversource Energy, Manager, Enterprise Automation, Rockie Solomon.
All right. Thank you, everyone. I'm a managing director at EY in our AI and automation practice, and I am thrilled to be joined on stage by Rockie Solomon, who leads Eversource's automation and AI teams. So Rockie, maybe hand it over to you to kick us off. What's the general sentiment around automation and AI at Eversource? And maybe tell the audience a bit about what we're going to be talking about briefly here.
Okay, got it. Thank you all. So with all of the excitement that is taking place in the space of AI and automation, one of the things that we are looking forward to is this opportunity of influencing and defining the future competencies of our organization, including driving innovation in a direction that we've never gone before. So today, what Jimmy and I are going to do is talk about 3 topics. One is how the drive toward AI is creating an opportunity to define new operating models, new organizational models. We're also going to discuss AI factory and some use cases as well. And we're going to wrap it up with where is this all going? Where does it end? Does it end? So Jimmy, based on that, what is EY seeing with their client base as it pertains to developing new operating models to support the rise of AI?
Yeah, it's a great question, Rockie. So one of the things that this conference has stood out to me is how exciting of an opportunity things like agentic automation is providing all of us. I think we're hearing clients ask the same thing where they recognize there's a transformational opportunity here. But then the follow-up question is, are we set up to even go after this opportunity? And more specifically, does our operating model need to evolve to account for what's needed to drive AI solutions at scale or agentic AI solutions at scale? So one model that we're seeing gain popularity is around this idea of AI factories, which largely brings together automation, AI, data, and analytics capability into joint teams that then can be sent out into specific business areas to come up with use cases that can transform that business domain. So scaling AI at value, or scaling AI and driving that value at organizations, a lot of times companies will then ask, well, do I have any foundation I can build on today? Our view is automation teams, automation COEs, a lot of you in this audience today probably already have the muscle memory to be relevant and successfully drive AI factories at scale. So some of the questions that companies will ask are, okay, if I'm going to drive an AI factory type operating model, I know that I'm going to have to go out into business areas, and we're going to have to combine multiple technologies, stitch them together, cutting across data, platforms, and applications. What group in my company has that ability? Well, automation teams have been doing that for years. That's something that we're well versed in, and something that we've done at individual business teams again and again and again, as opposed to pushing out a single technology or a single platform. Another thing that companies will ask is, well, how do we help businesses recognize what's possible now? A lot of this technology is new. It's disrupting at an incredibly fast pace. And AI factories ideally aren't order takers, but they're proactive partners with the business to unlock those new use cases that are going to drive value. So finally, summing up AI factories, there's 5 kind of key pillars that we're seeing a lot of organizations focus on. I would say automation teams probably do somewhere between 60 and 80% of these capabilities just in operating automation COEs. First, you have demand generation. This is about proactively going out into the business, coming up with those use cases, explaining the new patterns of value. Execution, when you think about SDLC from automation, we're comfortable deploying hundreds, at times thousands of automations at once. AI factories are going to stress that same type of muscle memory. From a sustained perspective, a lot of us, when we deploy automations, we know that the actual value happens when you're running and operating and actually trusting what the solutions are doing in production. That's going to continue to be important with AI factories. And what we've done on the automation side will likely need to evolve to account for some of the AI nuances that are coming to bear. And then finally, from a AI-ready data perspective, this is an area that I think automation teams will maybe need to evolve a bit more, where how do we get piping of data into these solutions, where if you think of data as the lifeblood, AI as the brain, and automation as the muscle, we don't want to have garbage in, garbage out. You want the data to actually reflect what's happening in the business. Finally, 5th pillar, governance. This is something that automation teams also have a lot of experience with. This will be really important as agents proliferate across the organization. And how can you do that in a trusted way? So a lot of these pillars, AI factories, I think it all sets up really well for automation teams to drive it into the future. So with that, Rocky, maybe hand it over to you. Love to hear what Eversource is doing with AI factories and maybe some of the use cases that you guys are driving.
Thank you, Jimmy. So, we really do feel at Eversource like this is our moment to define, a lot of awesomeness, a lot of innovation, a lot of creativity, and how we combine these technologies to increase business value. So, as AI continues to emerge as a strategic priority for our business areas, where there is a business need, right, it always has to follow the need, and as that landscape continues to evolve, we anticipate our operating model will continue to evolve and migrate toward that AI factory construct, Jimmy, that you were talking about, which will enable us to embrace new capabilities that align with our business objectives and drive enhanced value. We expect this progression to empower our employees even more, enhance operational efficiency even more, and enable us to offer our customers even better service. So by advancing integrated solution development that combines AI and automation, and by broadening our adoption of AI technologies, the options for automating both front office and back office processes will not only be more plentiful, but they're going to deliver higher value, and they will do so at increased scale.
All right, so can you give maybe the audience a couple of example use cases that you guys have deployed at Eversource?
Absolutely.
Everyone loves use cases.
Yes, I love delivering use cases. What can I say? They've won some awards, right? So we've built solutions to capture and identify and analyze momentary outages. We've then used that same solution to predict the likelihood of a sustained outage occurring based on those momentaries. And then we've also incorporated an asset health component that facilitates preventative maintenance strategies. These solutions have won 3 industry awards. They're patent pending, market leading, but what they do is they enable more comprehensive insights and more robust decision making. They're helping to optimize our business processes by reducing and maximizing efficiency through informed analytics. They are personalizing more responsive and even more anticipatory customer interactions. They're supporting more robust risk assessment and proactive mitigations to those risks. And they're highlighting the need for consistent data management and governance thereof. We've also built a generative AI solution that allows employees to ask natural language questions against documents that are referenced by the chatbot for quick access to key standards and requirements. And this is sparing employees a lot of frustration in searching for things. It's sparing their leadership a lot of migraines and headaches. And it's also kind of reducing the expletives that we would hear quite frequently from our employees trying to find certain information.
Awesome. So last topic here, what's coming next? From EY's perspective, I think the rise of agentic AI, we're hearing time and time again from clients that this is what excites them. And if you think about what this represents, it's solutions that are powered by LLMs, given access to tools to actually interact with the world. And I think one of the things that we'll all see together as we go on this journey is we'll start talking more about what goals can AI agents obtain and achieve, and then that will lead to the use cases that they can ultimately drive. So from where we sit at EY, we're incredibly excited. We think that this will transform businesses and encourage every company to look through what does it mean for them. What about Eversource?
Well, given the convergence, right, Jimmy, that you've talked about, part of what we need to do is have a unified strategy for automation, analytics, and AI. And this will benefit Eversource a number of ways. It will help to streamline processes and reduce silos, increasing our ability to achieve those cost savings through optimal resource allocation. It will help to fortify our already strong foundation of innovation at Eversource. It will prepare us as well to embrace emerging technologies and capabilities and ensure their long-term adaptability as well. And finally, but certainly not the least, it will help create a far more thrilling and rewarding and meaningful experience for our employees, because our ultimate goal is to boost retention by keeping those cheeks in the seats.
Cheeks and seats. That was not in the dry run. I love that. Okay, so with that, we'll wrap up. Hopefully you enjoy this. I appreciate you sharing what you guys are doing at Eversource. It's a tremendous opportunity in front of us. We've heard from Eversource how they've bridged automation to AI and moving into this AI factory construct to unlock even more value. Thank you all.